Hey, it's your boy Jack here. Welcome to the third episode of the 4-minute film reviews, where in under 4 minutes or less I talk about 4 different points about a film. Some good, some bad, and everything around that. Thank you so much for watching this far. I'm going to be diving into Cloverfield, which is a older movie, like older, it's like 5 years, but older movie. It is a sci-fi movie about an alien invasion that happens in New York and everything. So yeah, let's dive into it. So firstly, my first point here is that TJ Miller is probably the best protagonist that they have. This being a found footage film, and for those of you who don't know what a found footage film is, it's a film where it's like, it's found after, or like it's used after, or it's looked at after the event happened, and it's like it's found somehow. Another movie that you may want to watch because of that is a Blair Witch Project. Highly recommend it. But yeah, stay on to Cloverfield. I think TJ Miller really opens up his acting abilities in this film, because it doesn't just show that he's not just a comedic actor or anything. He can open up his skills to be a caring leader. And I think that's what I really liked about this film, is like he took charge for the majority of the film, being the person who was holding the camera for the most part throughout the whole film, or like holding it, but like his character was the person filming it in the first person perspective. And I felt like that was such a great part to this film, because it's like you have him as such a great character, but you see why he bonds all the other characters together, forming such a great and strong bond. Creatures in this film, someone who is a huge fan of sci-fi and creatures and everything, I live in for these creatures, where you have like the big creature who's like tearing up the buildings and everything, causing smoke and everything, tearing up the Brooklyn Bridge. Iconic, like sort of like the Godzilla moment, but like in this century kind of thing. But like you can't really compare Godzilla, but still iconic, and I'm living for it, because it's like, oh my goodness, it is amazing. I also love the little bug creatures that have like the big jaws that are like look like they're made of bone, and it's like scary, because it's like they sort of look like insects, and they're just like so quiet, so scary. And then when they attack, it's like, God, you can tell how bloody it is. Like you sort of like get scared of it too, because it's like, ooh, they're just like creepy, crawly little creatures. But yeah, I feel like that was such a great, cool aspect of it, is having like not just a big monster as like a spectacle, but having like a whole smaller army of them terrorizing the city. And let's go into Matt Reeves. He directed this film. Matt Reeves also directed the Planet of the Apes series, but I felt like Matt Reeves had like such a great direction in this film. Like it felt so amateur partially that it did have an effect on the film, but like I sort of like how amateur it felt, because I felt like I was more watching a bit of a video game rather than I was watching a film. Like, and I think that's I hope that's a tone that he would be going for. That's just a tone that I perceived from it. So my final point number 4 here, I felt like everybody else, like their acting really wasn't as significant compared to TJ Miller in the group that they had. I felt like their acting was really subpar rather than full par, and like I felt like although they understood their characters and everything, I just felt like they didn't have enough of a relationship between each other to have a really good dynamic. And Michael Stahlahan, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, I felt like his character was good, but it was like the acting wasn't that well. Like that's why I felt like TJ Miller was so much more of a protagonist compared to any of the other people in the film. Like I felt like his relationship with Beth really wasn't that concrete, and really wasn't that interesting. You have TJ Miller, who's played such a great protagonist, yet I feel like the two of them are just trying to compete with him, when really they don't have enough acting skills, or their caliber of dynamics between each other doesn't support their rationale and everything. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think. Hopefully this video will be under 4 minutes, but let me know what you think. Have you seen Cloverfield? Do you want to see Cloverfield? Everything around that. I thought it was a good movie. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe right here. And if you want to see my first episode on Batman vs. Superman of the 4-minute film review, right here. And my Twitters and Instagrams are going to be flashing up here. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jack Skinner. Tune in